Do you want to take on the ultimate challenge of tanking within Neverwinter? Well, go ahead and queue up to Tower of the Mad Mage. You will of course need a pretty good group who knows how to do mechanics to be able to have any hopes of completing it, but in Tower of the Mad Mage you can successfully do it with a solo tank, even after the changes where they increase the damage that tanks take. So I'd like to show you guys how I managed to solo tank Tower of the Mad Mage, what power composition I use for the Paladin Justicar. The advice I give here will in all content help you out if you use the same strategy to make sure you're maintaining the aggro, the attention of your enemies instead of them going to attack your allies. And that's the most important part as a tank, to make sure you're getting hit and then also be able to survive those hits, at least long enough until the healer can heal you back up. Before we get started, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of these channel members for the continued support. Now, unfortunately, there's not really any ideal setup you can use throughout the entire fight. You want to be switching your powers. In terms of at-wills, ideally you would have your shielding strike as your secondary at-will, but for me, I've just gotten so used to having Radiant Slam as my secondary at-will, it's hard for me to play without it, and so I just use O-Strike and continually just use that power to generate threat. And overall, it's not as good as generating stamina, but it does the job. For our encounter powers, what I found the best way at the beginning of the fight to make sure that the boss is looking at you and not your allies is this exact setup. Run with Templar's Wrath for the increased threat. Run with Sacred Weapon for also the increased threat, and then Vow of Enmity just for that backup hard taunt in case somebody gets a super combo of crits and really just jump ahead of you and you need that ability to get on top of them, or you die and then you need a power to get back to the top, so you need to have Vow. This frees us up by only having to use Templar's Wrath as our divinity power. That's why I don't recommend running with Smite instead of Vow with your Divine Challenger, is because you're using all that divinity already on Templar's Wrath and you'll have no divinity left to actually use for a top of the threat list power. Everything needs to go in Templar's Wrath to make sure you got the aggro. So you would start out by using your Sacred Weapon and then going and using your Templar's Wraths and then your daily power combined with your Manticore's Bite and so on, and I'll showcase exactly how I do it just a little bit later. Now before we jump into the full run, I have tried using Smite and spamming that, and it just doesn't work. And you can see that in this replay just here. We've got some of the top DPS. We jump in there with Relentless Avenger, just start swinging our at-will. We know we can usually sustain the aggro there then, and then we get the first ball, and then it's should be easy. But now they have the artifact call and they deal so much damage. We use the smite there, we used another smite there, and he's still not getting an aggro. We used a third smite there, another fourth smite there. We finally have the aggro, but we weren't able to prevent that DPS from taking damage. I'll showcase you this from a live commentary perspective again. We get the first ball, so at least that's on us. We lost aggro there. We'll smite again, and we'll smite again. Come on, give me the aggro. Why? Smite again. And so, yeah, with regards to the timing of smite, you can just lose the aggro while you're trying to cast it and then end up the DPS will get nuked. And that was a very tanky DPS or warlock who knew when to use his stamina since he had taken the aggro. Pretty smart DPS player if you ask me. Ended up not dying to that. I will say I definitely like the opening here with Relentless Avenger and just using my at-will. That seemed to work out this time around, whereas it didn't work out in my actual live replay that I'll show you in a little bit. Now, one of the most useful tools as a solo tank is going to be the artifact, the Horn of Valhalla. It essentially summons this ghost, as you will see in my replay, that threatens nearby enemies, placing him on the top of their threat list, and you can use it essentially to make this guy absorb one of the Halaster's Annihilation Balls instead of yourself, so you can potentially expire your Annihilation stacks, which makes it so that you take more increased damage. But with that horn, you need some really good timing. We go cast the horn just after the superstorm here, managed to get it just in time. You can see in the top left, we have 3 of those stacks, meaning we would take massive amounts of damage from this ball, but we can see that Barbarian, near invisible, takes the ball instead of me, allowing me to expire my stacks very shortly so I can reset them to 0 so we don't take overly increased amounts of damage. You can see now all of our annihilation stacks are gone, and that's the best way you use this in the first phase, which is mainly where you need it, but you might even need it in the third phase, as you will see in my replay. I don't exactly use it the best yet. I can still perfect my timing, and you will get that with practice, especially knowing when exactly you need to use it. Alright, let's tank some Tower of the Mad Mage. Its difficulty has been increased, and it's not so easy as a solo tank. The most trouble I'm having with this group is holding aggro. Hopefully we can do one better this time around. First thing I need is the luck that I don't get the stupid cutscene. And indeed, of course, I get it. Damn it. Rush up, use a Templar's Wrath, miss that one, and somebody dies already. Excellent. And that was the part I totally could have done better, like this opening, Relentless Avenger, then just swinging with our at-will, not having wasted a Templar's Wrath. Then want to call artifacts. I need to stack aggro while I'm doing it. Okay, we're doing alright. Just need to watch out. I can't see the other party. All I can do is hope I have the aggro and keep swinging my at-will, generating my shield, and hopefully the healers can heal me through this mess. I'll use my Templar's Wrath twice, then I'll go into my tab for a split second. Okay, we wouldn't let us. Alright, so we have a bunch of guys on my team which are in green, but I can't see the real DPS who are in the other team. I need to switch out to more survivability buffs. I'm going to use this just here. Hopefully he can take a hit. Yeah, okay, so he took some hits from the at-will. He sticks around just long enough to grab his attention for that. We're going to switch to Absolution here. I'm going to use my hard taunt there. Now we have the aggro. Oh my god, he hurts. And we need to switch to Binding. Oh, thank you. Use my daily Absolution. My stack's going to expire. No. Oh, that's not cool. That means my artifact was kind of wasted because we managed to skip a stack, but we still, he has a plus, it's all good. We get pushed apart. I need to use my Vow of Enmity again. There we go, just to make sure. We need to hide behind this ice with them as well, just because it deals so much damage. And we're going to get hit by another ball just after here. Hopefully it's us getting hit. So we'll use our Absolution, we'll use our Mount Power there, and yeah, okay, so we managed to probably deflect that. Use my Vow. We need to time our artifact for the next ball, so he's gonna pummel me again here. I'm just gonna let him, and I'm gonna use my artifact for the next ball. Oh wow. So it should be the guy who has that. Yeah, he takes the hits there. Alright, now take the next ball. Damn it. He's gonna phase first. All we can do is hope not to die. Right, we have the Firestorm. We'll use our Vow here. He's gonna just eat at our HP. We have 4 stacks. We use our daily. Use our Absolution. Go into tab and hope we don't die. Good, we didn't. We probably deflected in all reality. We'll use our Vow again. Ouch. Jesus, these balls are hitting hard. Come on guys, phase quicker. Excellent. Whew. So excluding, I believe, 1 death due to the very beginning, we did alright. Yes, due to space and me getting the cutscene, not being able to get the aggro at the beginning, so he died. Yeah, I blame the cutscene. And so we move to the next phase. This is the DPS check, and unfortunately, this ended up as a wipe this entire run, so I'm not gonna continue with that run. I'm gonna switch to the second part of another run. Didn't start out perfectly again with regards to getting the cutscene, and overall it was a bit messier. Probably just getting tired at this point after doing so many runs. But we move on to that second phase, or the third phase. I should have enough aggro. I can switch over to Crit Aura. They'll all be happy about that. Just, yeah, okay. All good. Just move into his face. Make sure we have the aggro. We better. We do indeed. We're going to have Heat Wave. These guys are going to get roasted. Cast that Vow there. And just attack. May as well use our Lion during the artifact call. And he's going to give us a ball. Yes, he is. Let's move back. There we go. All good. And now we need to look for him in the sky. Where is he? There he is. We'll move back. And move this side. We have the chain. We'll move up top so we can break it. Excellent. Alright, that's the disintegration wave. We'll move to the other side just to give combat advantage to those guys as soon as he lands. You know, those greedy ranged DPS may as well get a hit in, or I guess those lunges may as well have that extra bit of combat advantage damage while they use those powers. Please don't break the ice beforehand. Excellent. We'll use our Vow there. We'll may as well use our daily for this as it's our second ball, and use our tab of course. And may as well, okay, we phased quickly out of the middle. Look for the boss. This guy's gonna have a hypo. Let's group up. Excellent. And then once the disintegration wave is gone, we can jump to the other side. All right. 5 seconds on skull. Happy days. All right. Very good. All right. We aggro him. May as well use our artifacts now, just as he says. Good stuff. Let's try and make sure we maintain this aggro. Oh, we should have used our artifact there, because now we're on the second ball. This is third ball on our second stack, I mean. Alright, we're okay, but the timing of this isn't the best. We really need to get in clutch with our artifact next time. I need to really remember when exactly he's going to do the next ball. Why'd that guy die? He wasn't paying attention, I guess. Okay, he comes crashing down. What are we going to have? Superstorm? We are indeed. I need again to get the timing of this correct. Cast it now. The ghost should come up. Excellent. He takes the aggro and he can take the hit so that we can lose the time on our stacks. Yeah, we would have taken 4 stacks there and that would have been pretty nasty. But we're going to lose our stacks now. Excellent, we did. We did just spam our daily. Oops. Did not need to do that, but we can get it back pretty quick. Let's move away for the spread, for the disintegrate. We're going to get another spread. Just move away for the burst. Let's not stack up. And wait, and move to the edge. That's how you do the spread. Definitely takes a lot of getting used to. And that's what's fun about this trial. The mechanics are really nice. I think they did a very good job in them. They're not overly repetitious. It's not something like Crown of Keldagon where you such few things. Just use Vow there again, move back, use my Absolution, use my Tab and Shield, and we're all good. Only 460k damage, and we'll just keep attacking him here. Try and make sure we maintain that damage so we can maintain the aggro. Move for those chains. Let's spread real quick. Let's look for the boss. We're going to have a double hypo. We're going to move with the Paladin healer. Alright, we're okay. Let's move for the disintegration wave. We don't want to get caught in that. Then we'll move to the other side to grant them some combat advantage. Let it burst. Let's move. Let's move. Alright, all good. Let's move up. Use our Vow. And we're going to have ice, so we're going to have to hide, including us, of course. Let's move quickly. Again, don't break it before. And now let's get out of the ice. And we're going to take another ball. So let's move back. Use our tab, and again we're okay. 760k or 760k thought. Anyway, I will just move here for the Paladin, give him a little bit of a protection, and we move for the spread. And we get another ball on us. Use the Vow, use the Absolution, use the tab, and we're okay. Nice one. 933k. We get the spread. Let's move for the burst, and let's not stack on top of each other. Look for the boss real quick. There he is. Let's move for the yeah, for the double hypo. All good. Sorry, I needed to focus there. And 25%, we are at the point where we phase. So let's move around here. Take the damage, use a health potion. Stand here for the fireball. We don't block, so we don't lose our gladiator's guile. And then run to the other side to go with him. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I guess I was, yeah, a bit uncoordinated there. We'll pick him up, have a look where the boss is, make sure we have the aggro. There's the boss. We need to move to this side, give them a bit of protection behind my shield. Go, 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 guys. Alright, now we gotta look where we need to go. They want to call arties, okay. But we need to move for the boss again, which is going to be over here. Let's move, guys. Let's move. We're going to have ice stand from that side. We have the wave first, and then I'll get frozen. Okay, good damage, but we're still getting the wave. Need to break that ice, and we're going to get another guy just over there. Let's move. And we get the whirlwind. Jeez, a bunch of guys dying to that. Sucks. Okay, and we have one of the bosses up there and the other boss up there. We need to move so that we are over here. This guy's far and this guy's to the left of him. Safe. Alright, all good. Oh dear, poor guy. Anyway, we'll protect them here. Oh jeez, what's that eruption doing? Alright, no thank you there anyway. Just move over here. And the boss comes down and we're in the end phase. Jeez, how are they all dying? Oh my god, guys, come on, wake up. I could give them a bit of a shield like this, but most importantly, let's cast my mount. Yeah, let's do that. We'll give them combat advantage and give them a bit of my shield there, bit of a heal, and maybe we can do it. Yes, we can. All good. These guys are dying though. Let's pick them up. All right, excellent. All right, a bit messy near the end, but I think I did okay in terms of tanking, except the very beginning, which we did get 2 deaths. Shroud of Empowerment, I'll take that. You don't see that every day. And the next chest, Black Owlbear. I guess I'll take it as well. It's an epic mount. It may sell for a bit. We can have a look. Just 21k. So there we have it. By no means was my run perfect. I absolutely could have improved that very first part with the opening. I would technically go with, I believe, Relentless Avenger instead of Vow, but that's a very risky solution. Ideally, just rush up to the boss, don't get the cutscene, use Radiant Slam to get in his face, and then start swinging with your at-will ASAP, and then move around for combat advantage when you can. And then as soon as he's phased that little bit, like you see that just here, he has like a slight time where he's not hittable, and that caused me to miss my Templar's Wrath in the replay I showed you. And otherwise, just in that later phase with the double fireballs, I totally could have taken the second fireball as well. I actually thought the healer had moved right, as after I was running up there, you could see he had moved over a bit to the right. So I wanted to make sure I would be here and get pushed out over there. So I had intentionally moved over there, but then he moved back. And so we ended up getting split, and I moved a bit too much over to this side. And I would have needed to take the fireball on that side, but the healer had already taken it like I did, because for some weird reason, you can see when you're right there, it deals no damage as soon as it spawns, and so the healer can take advantage of that as well and do that. And otherwise I should have gone with him right here, but again I didn't. Absolutely could improve that, but on previous successes we did perfectly fine on that double fireball phase. And overall, that's how I, Paladin, tank Tower of the Mad Mage as solo. Horn of Valhalla definitely plays a very important role. You can probably get away without it if you have some very good healers, and otherwise I like have a deflect build stacked with a bunch of awareness with your daily power every time, and you would be okay from there. And again, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of these channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented this well, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.